Hello and welcome to today's show. Geyer Cattle Company, located in eastern Illinois, is a family operation that we've gotten to know over the past few years. The Geyers have raised show cattle and also worked as brokers in this business for more than 20 years. On this program, we'll visit again with Dave and Lucy Geyer and learn about the changes in operation that are taking place at Geyer Cattle Company. I'm Pam Minnick, and this is The American Rancher. Stay with us.
It'll be a historic day for Geyer Cattle Company as they disperse their productive cow herd in conjunction with their annual Chosen Few female sale on January 7th. Geyer will offer unrestricted access to their very best and will be broadcast live on RFD-TV. Every donor female natural calving cow and bred heifer will sell. Several of the famous Geyer AI sires will sell in part or in full, along with large inventories of frozen semen and embryos. This is one show cattle event you cannot afford to miss.
Welcome back to The American Rancher. Robinson, Illinois is about halfway between St. Louis and Indianapolis. The Geyer family has established a nationally recognized operation outside this community that specializes in the business of show cattle.
When we started out in thinking about doing this production sale this year and calling it a dispersal, I got a sick feeling, almost to the point to where, is that the right word? And I'm not sure that it is the right word, because we're definitely not getting out of the business. We're definitely not quitting. We're going to continue on like we always have. But what we are doing is we are going to sell the entire donor battery. We're going to sell our promotional bulls. We're going to sell the quality cows, the top-end quality cows. We're going to move through some frozen embryos, and then, that we have on bank, and then also some pregnancies. So in all reality, yes, we are going to sell most, if not all, of the production side. But don't think that we're getting out of the business whatsoever, because we're not.
Through the years, the Geyers have raised and brokered some of the very best show cattle in America. They have traveled, assisted, and taught both young and old alike how to manage their projects with great passion. What visitors see at Geyer Cattle Company is show prospects, bred heifers, bulls, and cows of impeccable quality. The operation is built on cattle that will compete and win in the show industry. Dave Geyer has always gone after the best and offered them to his customers.
We're starting to take a different focus and moving more towards the marketing side. Probably no different than what we're doing or have done in the past, except for we're going to allow the customers to take the donor base and the cow base that we have done and built here for quite a few years, and let them take that livestock. They can produce the livestock, bring it back here, and let us do the marketing just like we always have. So in other words, we're going to keep the program going, but it's going to be remote through the customers.
A time of change has come for Geyer Cattle Company. The entire breeding program will auction. Approximately 140 head of reputation show cattle in one big day. This includes donor females, herd sires, bred heifers, heifer calves, confirmed pregnancies, embryos, and semen. Reference catalogs are available only upon request. Reserve yours by calling 419-862-0117 or online at info@primetimeagrimarketing.com.
Well, what makes our 2012 event so special is going to be new and, in a lot of cases, unrestricted access to so many of the bulls and donor cows and really elite females that have built the core of the program and are really the core of the success at Geyer Cattle Company. Several of these are going to be the females that over the past few years you've only been able to access through flushes or embryo lots or maybe progeny sales. And this year we're going to sell the donor cows. And we're going to sell the bulls. And so aside from our usual array of winning heifer calves and powerful bred heifers, we're also going to have their mothers. And in a lot of cases, this is going to be some of the bred heifers and open heifers that we sell are going to be the only calves that are available from those donor cows. So some really exclusive genetics and some really fantastic cattle are going to sell this year. It's going to be an event to remember, and I'm really excited to be involved with it. I can't wait for it.
The set of bred heifers that we're offering this year in the Chosen Few, we feel like are easily the best set we've ever offered. Some of these are the overview right here of a few of them that are semi-based and main-based bred heifers. There's a majority of these that are out of the donor cows that we are offering in the sale. I mean, there's many Cinderellas in here. There's Burning Desires. There's some out of MO31, which is Cinderella's mother. The Cinderella cow is one that we started out with. She was the feature in our first sale. She's one that is just an unbelievable beast that we have structured a lot of things around here, and for that reason, she's generated a lot of revenue for us here at this place. Another neat feature that we're going to do is a lot of times you go and you get a chance to buy a sale feature such as Cinderella. This is kind of unique here because we're actually offering the factory too. In other words, we're offering Cinderella's mother. She's been another cornerstone that's been really good to the Geyer Cattle Company operation, as well as many others. A lot of the rest of the cows that we're offering, most are sale features or past sale features. So we're real proud to offer such an elite group to the public this year, and we look forward to helping the customer out in the future, because I think if it's as good for them as it is for us, it'll be great.
Geyer Cattle Company started in 4-H and then grew into a business in the early 90s. Cattle were always their passion. When you mix family and cattle, you end up with a family-oriented business where kids learn how to work and take on responsibility.
Somewhere along there in the late 90s, early 2000s, we started our own cow herd. And at one time we added up as many as 300 cows around here. And then we based it mainly around the Simmental program or semi-base cows. In 2008, we started our production sale. We call it the Chosen Few, and that's been a major boost and a major it's been a major upbringing from a standpoint. It's been challenging, you know. I mean, that's a major undertaking, but we've enjoyed it. We've really enjoyed that. So we've done that in 2008 and up to present day. Our sale this year is January the 7th, and this will be one for the ages here. We're going to have a dispersal this year.
It'll be a historic day for Geyer Cattle Company and the Geyer family as they disperse their productive cow herd in conjunction with our annual Chosen Few female sale. Over the years, the Geyer herd has been the source of many show-winning cattle. This coming January 7th, they will offer unrestricted access to their very best. Every donor female will sell. Every natural calving cow will sell. Every bred heifer will sell. Several of the famous Geyer AI sires will sell, in part or in full, along with large inventories of frozen semen and embryos, plus the always great Chosen Few lineup of show heifer prospects. This is one show cattle event you cannot afford to miss. Geyer Cattle Company will continue to host the Chosen Few sale and other events going forward, but they are moving out all of their production cattle on January 7th to focus on family and other cattle ventures. Call 419-862-0117 for a catalog or visit GeyerCattle.com for more information.
Well, we've made no secret about it over the years that the emphasis at Geyer Cattle Company and the emphasis of the Chosen Few has always been on winning show cattle, regardless of what breed they are and regardless of the shape or the size that they come in. We just want good cattle, and we want cattle that are going to succeed for our customers. And that's really going to be the case again this year, in that we're going to sell cattle in a variety of breeds. We're going to sell a variety of styles of cattle, but all of them are going to be built for one thing, and that's creating better show cattle and creating more enjoyment and profit for our customers.
All of the cattle that go through the chosen few this year, all the offspring from there, I would like to stay in and work close with the new owners, because if I can't work and they don't provide for the next years to come, we can't continue on here. And we've built a good program here, and we want to keep the program going. So the chosen few sale and all the other avenues of Geyer Cattle Company will continue on just like always, but we're going to rely on the customer through these cows to bring livestock back and get ready and prepare just like we always have. So the program will go on, the chosen few will go on, the cattle are just going to be located in different locations. I'd like to challenge you here with this group of bred heifers to take these cattle right here, go raise something, go raise a show heifer, turn her into a donor cow. With our help, we'll help you promote the cow, promote the program, and hopefully bring this back to the chosen few. So I guess with the quality of these that are in here, I'm hoping that many of you out there bring quite a few open show heifers back to the sale next year, and then cows and progeny from thereafter.
Geyer Cattle Company clientele have shown multiple champions over the years at competitions throughout the country. At this year's Chosen Few auction, the Geyers will be dispersing their entire productive cow herd, but they will continue all their livestock marketing services as is. We'll learn more when we return. You're watching The American Rancher. Stay with us.
It'll be a historic day for Geyer Cattle Company as they disperse their productive cow herd in conjunction with their annual Chosen Few female sale on January 7th. Geyer will offer unrestricted access to their very best and will be broadcast live on RFD-TV. Every donor female, natural calving cow, and bred heifer will sell. Several of the famous Geyer AI sires will sell in part or in full, along with large inventories of frozen semen and embryos. This is one show cattle event you cannot afford to miss.
Welcome back to The American Rancher. Here's Dave with more on our story on Geyer Cattle Company.
A few years ago, a couple buddies of mine come to me with a idea of a joint product that we could use in the show cattle industry. Lo and behold, now here we are today, a few years later, and we formed a company called Natural Solutions for Livestock. It's very good for flexibility. That's the one thing you got to have in the show ring, is obviously soundness. This here is the one of a kind product on the market. We then made a product called Glue Coat. This right here is actually the sheep and goat glue coat, but sheep and goat glue coat and cattle glue coat. It's a sugar product. It increases rumen activity. Going on 2 years was hide and hair. There's a big thing, obviously within the show industry, you want your cattle to have some hair to fit them up, make them look nice. We started the equine and right now working on starting a canine side. It'd be the same flexibilities that or joint flexibility product that's natural stride, but it's going to be in the equine and canine. We're located in Robinson, Illinois, which is basically right between St. Louis and Indianapolis. We're more in show country here, and that's what we specialize in, obviously, is the show livestock. This back here in the Midwest, right in here, is a show capital of the world. It seems like there's a show every weekend. So we're kind of located in more show country than we are cow country. And with that said, we're fortunate enough to have some good rolling ground here to run some cattle on. We have to deal with the fescue grasses and lighter soils right here, which are not perfectly ideal, but we've coped with it quite well and got along just fine. Ashton, do you like showing the hogs?
Yeah, I like showing the hogs a lot.
You do? Mm-hmm. What about you, Nalani?
Yeah.
It's kind of our family getaway, isn't it? Mm-hmm. You bet. We kind of go pretty much as a family every weekend and go showing, don't we?
Yep.
What's the favorite thing about showing hogs, each of you?
My favorite thing about showing the hogs is meeting my friends and being able to show them.
What about you, Nalani?
Going to the shows and meeting my friends and get to show them and win stuff, I guess.
You like the winning part, huh? That's if we can win something. You bet. You've had a couple national champion Berks, haven't you? So you kind of enjoy that, so you're pretty partial to them.
I went to the North American and I had a reserve champion steer, and we sold him for $23,750. Last week I showed pigs out in Louisville, and we done pretty good out there. I still have 2 more years until I'm in 4-H. I started a scholarship in 4-H, and I donated half the meat to 2 different children's homes, and I donated the money towards the scholarship to all the 10-year members. We call the scholarship the ASH Scholarship. It stands for Agricultural Students Honored.
Both of the girls have been showing pigs for years, but within the last couple years, they have taken such an interest with the cattle that Dave and I are just so proud of them. And this year, our oldest daughter, Ashton, had her first chance to show at the North American with the steer. And we couldn't have been any more prouder of her than we were. And even her little sister was jumping up in the stands. And it was just a neat family affair to see her out there and doing something that she loves to do, and then end up having reserve grand champion steer. And I guess I just want to take this opportunity to tell Dave, because I don't get a chance to tell him enough, how proud I really am of him and all the accomplishments that he's made and for our family. Thank you, Dave.
In his own words, Dave Geyer says, there has been quite a little bit of stir over the word dispersal in the same sentence as Geyer Cattle Company. There is only so much time any one man has, and mine is maxed out. You, as my customers, can benefit by doing the production yourself and then letting us help you in the marketing just as they were our own. The chosen few, plus all the other avenues we have now for marketing livestock, will continue on year after year. Whether or not a dispersal is the right word or not, Dave Geyer says, I don't know. But if selling all the physical cattle is a dispersal, then it's the right word.
This is a great opportunity for anybody that's wanting to get in the industry or anybody that's already in the industry that wants to up their program. It's an instant marketing avenue. I can tell you that over the last 20 to 25 years, where we've got today has taken a long time to get to where we can sell quality numbers and at the value that we're selling them at today. So it's an instant opportunity for a lot of producers or new producers out there.
I do look forward to the years coming on what the future holds for Dave and I as far as with the cattle industry and our family. And I know that the family means so much to us. And my mom got to come and see us down in Louisville, which I'm from a family of 10 kids, and we don't get to go see that family much. So this year will even help us maybe to be able to spend more time with my family. That's what we want to do, is spend more time with them and continue in the cattle industry also.
The biggest reason we're making the change and moving towards letting the customers do the production is the family. Ashton and Laney now are growing up. They are taking a major interest in the livestock business, and I kind of enjoy that part of it.
The Geyer Cattle Company Cow Herd Dispersal and the 2012 Chosen Few Sale is set for Saturday, January 7th at Geyer Cattle Company headquarters near Robinson, Illinois at 1 p.m. Central. The auction will be carried live on RFD-TV and is brought to you by Superior Productions.
When you come here on January 7th, you're going to see a donor battery, promotional bulls, and you're going to see a list of things and a providing that's made me a living. So, and they're next to none. I'm excited. It's a bittersweet. I'm really excited about providing these or presenting these to the public because they're very impressive. But then again, it's a bittersweet type of deal because you don't walk out your back door and see them every day. But it's going to be a good deal, and you'll enjoy the offering.
Geyer Cattle Company's The Chosen Few Sale comes to you Saturday, January 7th at 1 p.m. Central from the farm in Robinson, Illinois. This outstanding show cattle auction includes a dispersal of their entire production cow herd. It'll be televised live on RFD-TV by Superior Productions, so don't miss it. We hope you enjoyed our visit with Geyer Cattle Company and invite you to check us out on our website, theamericanrancher.com, or become our friend on Facebook. I'm Pam Minnick. Thank you for joining us. I hope to see you next time.
The American Rancher, presented by Beringer Ingelheim Vetmedica Incorporated, makers of Express and Express FP vaccines to defend your calves against respiratory disease. The American Rancher is also brought to you by Land O'Lakes Purina Feed, building better cattle with AccuRation, Wind and Rain, Rangeland, and Steakmaker Feeds. And by Star Lake Cattle Ranch, recognized as a premier Hereford breeder. StarLakeHerefords.com.